Do you often feel like you're trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts? I'm here to bring in the calm after the storm. Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop racing, no matter how hard you try to calm it down? Does it feel like this anxiety is taking over your life, making it harder to focus, to sleep, or even enjoy the little things of life? Anxiety can be very overwhelming, like a weight you can't escape. What if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? Hi, I'm Hitesh Bhatia, a past life regression therapist and the founder of Joining Hands. I'm going to show you practical and effective ways to manage anxiety, tools that you can start using today to take back control of your life and reclaim your peace. Let's begin with understanding anxiety. Why is understanding anxiety so important? Why can't we just jump to a solution? If we don't understand it, we never can really process it. Before we go into these practical techniques, let's understand what anxiety is and why it affects so many of us. Surprisingly, all of us have anxiety. In fact, most therapists, including me, will tell you anxiety at some level is good. A certain percentage of anxiety is good anxiety. Anxiety is our body's natural response to stress. Think of it like an alarm. When there is danger, the danger could be real or imagined danger. Our body activates the fight or flight response. But why does it do this? Why does it activate the flight or fight response when the danger is not even there? I mean, if I was in the jungle fighting a tiger, I would need to have a fast heartbeat so that more blood can be pumped to my body so I can run faster. But why am I worried about my exams? How is that anxiety? How is that anxiety of my exams or a meeting or public speaking or a situation impacting me so deeply? To understand this, let's get a little deeper. The body has a flight or fight mechanism. Animals also have a freeze mechanism, which humans really don't have. Why do we have a flight or fight? Because it's our body's natural way of dealing with stress. The mind is a beautiful organ. When we sense danger, whether real or imagined, our body activates the fight or flight response by releasing a hormone called cortisol and adrenaline. These are stress hormones. They prepare your body to quickly react to danger. It's your body's preparation to protect itself. This is normal and even helpful in really dangerous situations. For many of us, this response gets triggered too often, even when there is no real threat. Anxiety doesn't always show up in the same way for everyone. For someone, it might feel like an overwhelming sense of fear, like, oh my God, something bad is about to happen. Or for others, it can manifest as constantly overthinking, being restless. I have seen many people bite their lip, fidget with their fingers, or do something which makes you more and more restless. Many a time, it can also have physical symptoms like headaches, stomach aches, or even insomnia. Why is this happening? This is because of the stress. The stress we carry from work, our family, our relationships. Stress is also known as a silent killer. It's not something that is evidently visible. People seem very happy, fun-loving, joyful. Deep down, they could be stressed. The stress can come from past trauma or unresolved emotions bubbling up to the surface. Stress could also be things that come from your lifestyle. Poor sleep, unhealthy diet, too much screen time, all help in making your anxiety worse. In some cases, stress is also a chemical imbalance in our brain, a biological phenomena that makes our anxiety feel completely out of control. For most of you, the key takeaway here is not just in your head. To understand, anxiety is not just in your head. It's real, physical, and an emotional response in understanding what's happening. How do you deal with it? The first step is becoming mindful. Of course, when you are anxious, you really don't have too much control on what's happening. But as you watch this video, look at those moments when you're not anxious and remember that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. There's nothing defected in you. Anxiety can be resolved. Do not look at curing it because a lot of people label anxiety as a mental condition. Anxiety is a response of the body. It's a signal. It's not a flaw. It can feel overwhelming, but it can be very easily managed. Let's look at some practical ways to manage anxiety in the moment. Make a note of these and understand these because when you get anxious, these will help. Breathing. When my daughter would get anxious, I often told her, breathe. Her teacher would tell her, breathe. And she would say, of course, I'm breathing. How can I live without breathing? Only when I saw it happen with my daughter, I understood what breathing means. What you need to do is deep breathing. What is deep breathing? Taking in long breaths and letting go. What this does is it brings in a sense of calm. But it's not only important to take long deep breaths, it's also important to be mindful when you breathe. Mindful of what? When you breathe in, in your mind, mentally repeat the word in. When you breathe out, repeat the word out. In, out. In, out. Breathing in deeply through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4 in and out for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4 out. When you do this a number of times, this lowers our heart rate by sending in more oxygen. So, tool number 1, breathe deeply. Tool number 2, ground yourself. How do I ground myself? When your mind is racing, grounding techniques help anchoring you in the now, in the present. We call it the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. It's a beautiful and simple method. If you're someone who gets anxious very often, put these reminders around your room. That will help you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Name 5 things you can see around you. While I'm talking to you, I can see my fingertips. I can see my shoes. I can see the cupboard. I can see the wall behind me. I can see this chakra portrait behind me. Name 5 things around you. Touch 4 things nearby. I can touch the wall. I can touch my shoulder, touch my head, touch the painting, touch 4 things around you. Listen to 3 sounds. I can listen to the air conditioning. I can listen to a distant noise in the neighboring room, and I just heard the honking of a car passing by. Notice 2 scents. I can smell someone making some yummy butter chicken, and I can smell some flowers in the room. Number 1, deep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 practice. It helps you shift your focus from worries to your immediate surroundings. Remember, most fears are imagined fears. They are not real because they haven't happened as yet. We get anxious because we imagine a situation and start responding to the situation. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 activates all your senses. Activating the senses brings you back in the present, the here and the now. This fabulously helps to reduce anxiety. Number 3, EFT tapping technique. The EFT tapping technique is a simple and powerful tool for managing anxiety in the present moment. It works by tapping specific meridian points on the face and the upper body and focusing on the anxious thoughts or feeling. EFT is a tool where you're actually reprogramming and sending commands to your nervous system saying, it's here, it's in the present. I am not going to fight or flight, I'm going to deal with it. EFT helps to calm the nervous system, reduce emotional intensity, and restore balance to your energy. It combines the benefits of mindfulness with the physical relief of acupressure, making it accessible and a practical method to ease anxiety quickly no matter where you are. Our channel has 2 to 3 videos on how to deal with anxiety using EFT. Do look them up, they are really helpful. If you can't find them, put it in the comments and we'll send you the link. Affirmations and shifting your thoughts is number 4. Most of us get anxious because our negative thoughts take over. They are out of control. Affirmations help you reframe your mind. Try saying to yourself, I am safe and secure in this moment. This feeling is temporary and I can handle it. Or, I choose peace over fear. The list of affirmations is endless. What we need you to do is not put desires. Affirmations are statements that are in the present. It's not present continuous, it's the present. If you want to understand affirmations better or need a specific affirmation, put it in the comments. Learn to follow your anxious thoughts by counter-questioning them with the opposite rational and optimistic thoughts. Turn your negative what-ifs into positive ones. Remind yourself that anxiety is just a probability, not your current reality. Correcting your anxious thoughts as and when they come to you will help you eventually change your mindset and deal with anxiety better. The words you speak to yourself hold immense power. Use them very wisely. Now, you've understood what is anxiety. You've also learned tools and tricks to manage anxiety in the present. However, it is important that you release anxiety absolutely from your system. Some of it is good anxiety, but all the negative anxiety needs to be released from the system. How are you going to do that? Let's delve deeper into long-term strategies to be absolutely anxiety-free and have it in our control. My belief is anxiety should be like a button. When I'm in real danger and I need it, I can switch it on, not it controlling me and there being a mismatch in the wiring. Quick techniques are helpful and last for a short term, but building long-term habits will help you reduce anxiety at its root. What I'm going to give you is a list of powerful techniques that will help you heal in the long term. Let's go into each of them one by one. Number 1, mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness teaches you to focus on the present moment rather than being consumed by past regrets or future worries. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes daily to sit and quietly focus on your breath. If you're new to meditation, there are plenty of apps. Remember, if you're finding it difficult to meditate and you're finding it difficult to close your eyes, start by becoming mindful. Mindful is not running away, but becoming aware. If you can't close your eyes, sit with your eyes open and look at nothingness. As you look at nothingness, become aware of what thoughts you have. That is being mindful. Number 2, journaling. We have a lot of videos already on journaling on our channel, but writing down your thoughts helps you process the emotions that trigger your anxiety. It can also help you track your progress. Start a worry journal. Write down what's worrying you and keep asking yourself, is this within my control? For things you can control, create a plan. For things you can't control, talk to a therapist or practice the art of letting go. Again, you'll find videos on our channel on how to let go. Number 3, movement and exercise. Again, one of the most unexplored ways to deal with anxiety. Physical activity releases endorphins. Endorphins are our body's natural stress relievers. Finding a form or movement you enjoy, whether it's yoga, walking, dancing, or even gardening. Sometimes you could even just start cooking in the kitchen. Regular exercise reduces anxiety and also improves overall mental health. Sleep. Oh my God. If I could write a book on how sleep can transform your life. We always underestimate sleep. You know, as a young adult, I was told you can't make money if you're sleeping. And I let that be such a strong belief that I let it sacrifice my whole sleep life. Now I understand the importance of sleep. It is one of the least explored healing modalities, but the most powerful modality. Having a beautiful sleep cycle is the most important thing for your physical and mental health. It's not about 7 or 8 hours. It's about how well and how deep you sleep. We have another video on our channel which specifically talks about how to sleep. Please, please, please do watch the video on how to sleep better. 90% of your body's healing, your hair growth, your nail growth, your organ regeneration, all happens when you sleep. Number 5, empathy and emotional regulation. Practice empathy and kindness towards yourself and understand you and your issues better. Treat yourself with compassion and patience. Regulate your emotions and be self-aware without having a mean and irrational point of view. If you have anxiety, there's nothing wrong with you. We worry. We see these memes, these videos. I remember seeing a video, about this guy talking, मम्मी मुझको मैं एंजाइटी मैं डिप्रेशन में जा रही हूँ तू किधर नहीं जाएगी आज घरे बैठे रहे. Now it's fun to laugh about and talk about these videos, but for someone who has anxiety and depression, it's their reality. Do not make fun of yourself and don't feel the victim. Remember, you are a beautiful human being. Work on yourself and look at the points I made in the video. You will find a change in yourself. Number 6, gratitude. Inculcate gratitude deeply into your mindset. It's one of the most powerful tools to transform your life. Practicing gratitude regularly rewires your brain to shift your focus on positive experiences. Gratitude is not about saying thank you. It's about feeling the gratitude and thank you in your life. By regularly acknowledging the good in your life, even among the challenges, good like you have clothes to wear, you have a roof above your head, you have food to eat, you shift your mindset and reduce the intensity of anxious thoughts in the long term. Last, energy healing. Chakras, Reiki, regression therapy, family constellations, and many such other modalities exist to help you get better and restore your energy and harmony in life. Before we wrap up, anxiety has a way of creeping in when we least expect it, leaving us feeling powerless and helpless. With the right tools and practices, you can find peace and build resilience. One of the biggest and most crucial steps to resolve anxiety is to remind yourself regularly, if this is not in my control right now, I choose to let it go. It's very powerful. We hold on to things we can't control. Once you realize the power and impact fear and anxiety have over your health, your mind, and your progress, you'll start practicing being mindful even more. Remember, let the anxiety motivate you to work on it and not take away your life. The beauty is that you have more power and control on anxiety that it has on you and your life. Harness that power and use the tools to step into your higher self. If you've liked this video or have questions, put it in the comments. Your comments drive us to make more videos. Share this with your loved ones or someone who you feel has anxiety. If you have anything else you'd like to share, please put it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Take care.